Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Age of Empires Week Continued. I really enjoyed playing Age of Empires for about a week's worth of time leading up to the Hidden Cup 4, which I then watched the shit out of, and John the Fearless won! And then turned out to be Hera. Woo! Feels so great. Feels so great. That was a lot of fun, and I've just decided that over the course of the next few months we're going to have semi-regular streams of me playing Age of Empires 2, because I find it really fun. So what are we going to be doing today? This document is our anchoring plan. This is not a precise list of instructions where I do this first, and this second, and this third. I never deviate from order, and this is a perfect plan. That's not what this is. What this is conceptually, here's kind of what I'm trying to think about. Here's what I'm trying to do when I'm thinking about. Or here's what I'm trying to think about when I'm doing this age. Here's what I'm trying to think about when I'm doing the next age. And we want to just kind of keep this as something that's helpful to sort of showcase and point to and things like this. What I want to work on today is what I'm doing in the Castle Age to transition to the Imperial Age. I had some really good games where I was very pleased with how my Feudal Age went. Dark Age is something that we're just trying to smooth out, but I was feeling pretty good about the Feudal Age build up and transition. But when I got to Castle Age, I kept literally forgetting to build a castle. I just kept forgetting to build a castle, which meant that it was harder to get to Imperial Age, which meant by the time that I got to Imperial Age, I was maxed and I couldn't build any trebuchets. I want, in Castle Age, to have enough knights to be able to harass and do something. Yeah, my dog's devastated. She clearly wants Dog Mom to take her on a walk, but Dog Mom's doing work too. Dog Dad, Dog Mom, both too busy. We need to get a dog nanny. Anyways, I want to make sure that I'm still doing stuff with units. Getting knights, messing with my opponent, building whatever counter unit I need to build in case my opponent is trying to wreck-a-roni me in the pepperoni. But I'm really trying to make this transition happen a little faster. Making this transition happen a little faster. And I think that, by the way, I don't think these maps have any water. That is super noteworthy for me. Are you using a different account today? Why does it keep reverting my damn name? It's fine. I only have one Steam account, but Anti-Turtle was an old name. An old flame. This is a great question from Purified 100. Do you think the cheaper Frank's Castle might mess with the timings for other civilizations that don't get the discount? The answer is... the simple answer is no. It will not mess with the timing at all. Because what does timing mean in an RTS context? Well, what it means is when players are doing general things like, I'm just going to try to rush for roaches and try to attack the opponent. There is a window where that attack is going to show up and a range of how many units are going to show up in it. Why? Because when players are new, they're not ultra precise. They might overbuild roaches and then wait too long to attack. Or they might build 2 roaches, get supply blocked and attack so not enough stuff shows up. There's such a lack of precision that if you, as the defender, build pretty much any immortals, defenses, these rushes that show up late with random amounts of units, you're going to be fine. The important thing is to build the defense. Now, as your opponents get better and better and better, all of a sudden it stops being between 10 and 16 roaches at 3 minutes and starts being exactly 10 roaches at 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So that is why... that's one of the reasons why a timing exists at all. Right? Timings are relative to the precision and skill level of the opponents. And so the basic statement is, if you're against weak players, there's no such thing as timings. There's just general phases to things. timings are an optimization of the notion of phases. And so, with regards to castles, if I am a little early or a little late, I don't care as much as the fact that I am saying, oh, that's right, I better remember to get stone so I can remember to get a castle. Just remember, this is Franks have roaches now? It's true. I'm going to go mass roaches. Oops. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Kicking the game off, everything's going wrong. This is known as Rust. I'm sure some of you have experienced it. Some of you probably even play it. Alright, so game 1 is largely going to be about washing the rust off, right? So, let's see if we can remember our build order. I realize now that my chair is too low. Alright, there's the boar. There's our berries. Alright, so we already are a wee bit off. It's okay. So we now have these 6, so we're going to do the next 4. So it's been a week since we have... There's our second boar. Are these gooses? Are these gooses? Sheep? Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to scout around this way a little bit. And you go on top of this, huh? So it looks like it's going to be a little challenging to wall off the right side. But as long as we can get a good wall off at the front. So now this one is going to come here. Good. So this is a house that I'm going to build there. So we're going to now build a house. Alright, this is pretty good. Not going to worry about any sophisticated microing that can occur at this point yet. Just going to do my best. Alright, so we have 8 on there, so we're going to have to return some to collecting in a moment. So, where is my... Oopsie daisies, I forgot to build this. My dog is so fucking upset, and it is so annoying. So, I mean, we're having some inaccuracies. And, you know, since you people love this, we'll put this on. You people. So I think that this... Alright. So my timing's got a little thrown off. Ooh, that is hard. Hard to focus when your dog's devastated. I think my little guy's a little slower. Alright, that's okay. Shoot her! Alright, the hardest part of the game is now done. Alright. Why'd I pick Franks? Because they have cool cavalry. That's it. That's the entire reason. You now know as much about Age of Empires 2 as I do. Alright, let's see what we're working with. So this is villager 20, 21, and 22. Oh, look. Oh! I should really be trying to find out what's up. Good job, Sean. Oh. What do I want to do with this next one? I don't know. Maybe out here. I didn't really have a good place to wall here, huh? Blow the man down. Actually did okay here. Actually did okay. This and this. And this and this. No. I think I need a little bit more wood here. So that's actually a little early. I'm just going to keep looping in through here and see what's going on. Okay, so what are we going to want? We're going to want another house here. We're going to want a mine, right? We do this. You know, I'm going to say screw it to walling because my brain is trying to remember its identity. Let's actually return these and send this guy over here, and let's send you there. So really I want to be checking out in this area. I didn't build another lumber thing. I think that's an error, right? And then I did this, right? Alright, so I didn't... So let's rally to there. Getting better at my controls. So this is actually Control 5, huh? So now I build farms whenever I can. That's what I do. And then QA. Oops, thought I was still building villagers. Okay. Party pig advanced to the Feudal Age. That feels really late. I'm feeling a little scared. But that's okay. It's okay to be scared sometimes. We need to build another house in a moment here. Oh, here's the wall. Okay. Also, my webcam is way too large. I'm still on card game mode, man. Holy shit. So, I'm really pleased with how on point I am with my farming timing. See? I'm gonna get wheelbarrow now to increase the farming speed. That might be too soon. Dude, this is the biggest wall of all time. Well, this is insane to me. Holy shit, I'm like walled in here, man. What the fuck? Alright. Dude, if you wall, I'm walling, man. My greatest fear is ever encountering terrain. Alright, this is super sloppy control on my part, but that's okay. I'm a sloppy person. What am I doing right now? I am trying to build yet more farms. I'm just like spamming down tons. I'm trying to not let my wood get above like 10 or so, and just spamming out as many of these farms as I possibly can. Because we're going for a fast Castle Age. Or a reasonably fast Castle Age. And then I probably want to do some walling over there. Okay. Party Pig advanced to the Castle Age. So my opponent delayed Feudal Age to get a fast Castle Age. Is that right? I think I'm right. So now I need to make sure that we have enough for... Okay, town center here. Alright, whatever. I'm just building this all the way to the end. I know that that's probably a little newbie, but whatever. Who do you think you're watching? You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get this upgrade. We want this upgrade. We want... I'm gonna go knight, 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 husbandry, huh? So that way I get the knights first and the husbandry second. Is this it? Nice. Terrific. Okay, so I need 500 wood. I'm just not gonna wall it in because I'm crazy. I'm crazy in the coconut. Alright, explosion of things. QZ. QZ. Oh, for God's sake. I really... What? Not enough stone? Wait, what? Why do I have 99 stone? What? Oh my god, is it because of that stupid hotkey thing? Oh my god, this is going to make me go insane. Well, that's tilting. E. Good job, Gabe. I realized I just didn't build any more things. Alright. So the next thing that I need to do is I still have a good amount of wood choppers, so I need to get this upgrade. Here's me remembering to prepare for Castle Age. So when I get 3 of these knights, I'm going to try to break through right here and start to harass the villain. It appears we have a vulnerability. Bye! This is also a vulnerability on this flank, but that's okay. I feel like I had a weird tree line, so I no longer care. And I should probably be thinking about assigning more nerds to... Okay. Is this a good time to get this? I don't know. Maybe a little later? Maybe a little earlier? Go around this way. That's right. More to gold. So we need to work up to 17 farms. Ah, this is where it's possible for me to make a mistake. This fucking guy. You go here. Actually, all of you fuckers go here. So I actually have not enough farms. I have 13 farms and I'm low on wood. Ah, this is the thing that I always mess up. Okay, so there's spearmen there, so that means I want to go here and I want to make skirmishers. Going around the long way. Yeah, so this is the thing I messed up before, is that this is something I've messed up several times, which is that I under-farm as I'm going all the way up. So I'm actually going to hold off on making any skirmishers, because I need more farm. Q, Q, Q. Okay. Is this like... I'm going to spread these things out a little bit. Yeah. So I went for stone too quickly. Oh, I'm already at that? Oh, I misread that. I thought that's a 45. I literally am failing at reading. I heard woo. No. What's happening? Oh, fuck me, man. Alright. Alright, my opponent's going... I literally can't manage this at once. So what's happening right now is that due to me struggling to be able to remember a lot of the build order stuff, I'm running out of brain space for this other crap. This other fucking garbage. So I've spent a good bit of time kind of just obsessively looking at my workers, what's going on with them, and at a later game will be able to focus on, like, dealing more directly with the Wololo folk. But, I mean, so you know what? I'm actually just going to build another one of these. Alright, so my opponent is kind of walling me off. Back to chopping wood, please. Alright, my opponent is, like, so fucking walled in. And we fell way behind on a lot of our production stuff, but that's okay. Our opponent, in theory, has walled so large of a territory that we should be able to take advantage of that. In theory, at least. Man, that guy fucking caps fast. Okay. Alright, there's a castle. Okay, so what is a Huskari? Does anyone have a description of what a Huskari is? What the fuck is happening here? Oh, I see what's happening. You can't... There's something about how rally points work. Where you have to rally each thing one at a time. Alright, so right now I have too much wood. But I'm sort of just kind of still in warm-up game mode, and that's okay. So my opponent has a great and glorious empire of a lot of garbage. It's a... Okay, so I know it's a unique unit. My question is, like, what is the counter-style unit for it? Anti-archer infantry. Okay. So, like, I'm actually fine to build my knights. Knights and skirmishers, huh? Okay, so that was a really poor harassment, but I'm still okay with this. Something is really messed up with my rally points, man. You are here, you are here. You are here. Huh? I'm gonna make skirms for the pikemen. I have QW, no, WQ, shift, 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 shift. select these guys. I'm also playing relatively slow. Just a little bit of a tired guy. Now, if I became a better gamer, I would be able to manage this. I mean, this is not the super ideal location, but that's okay. So you see how I'm, like, I have way too much wood. This is actually kind of hilarious to me, how much wood I have. We're breaking through! So the thing that we messed up was we underfarmed this game, and then that was just treacherous for us. Maybe we can just raid our way back into the game. Oh, I never walled off this side, huh? Hopefully I can just out-multitask my opponent here, and I'll be okay. Where is that coming from? This is maybe one of the biggest issues I have with this game, is I find it really challenging to distinguish units. Control 2, Control 1, Control 2 go this way, Control 1 go this way. Where's the Wololo guys? Oh, I built the wrong structure. Okay, that's right. Skirmishers are not built out of the barracks. What the fuck is happening? F. What are these idiots doing? Ah! Alright, so I just lost all my knights, because I'm getting just baffled as to what are some of the control issues that I'm running into. I mean, this is kind of expected. Okay, so, I mean... I still don't really understand where all those idle workers came from. I assume that maybe they chewed through this wood. Okay, that's what happened. So it's like the wood and the gold are going a little wrong today. Let me just get this and this, and, whoa. So let's go WW, and then... Oh my god, man. I am having so many fucking control issues! All my muscle memory from last week has reverted. Let me actually build these here. There we go. So, here's our horseman. You are Control 7. This. Alright, so we have royally fucked up, like, innumerable thingies, but that's okay. Let's see if we can regain our focus. I just need a moment to, like, lean back and be like, ah! Alright, so let's go to here, and let's get, okay, halberdiers. Shift. Oh, shit, how do you do this? Shift WWW? This is actually kind of funny. Archers is literally the worst choice you can make. I'm making skirmishers. I'm not making any archers. I'm not making any archers, Mossy. W. Oh, I need to build more fucking houses. I hate houses. It's a bad mechanic. Okay, so... Dude, what is going on with these idiots? Alright, so you do this and this, and you do this, and you do this, and you do this, and you do this. Okay, we need more houses. I'm getting really slowed down because I'm having tons of, like, small minor control errors that are driving me up the wall. Alright, more raids! More raids! Oh. These things are so tilting. They used to be my horsemen. Now they're no one's horsemen. Alright, Desperate. Alright, yep, that's good. Just lie on my spacebar. That won't be an issue at all. What am I at? 129? Alright, excuse me, sweetie. Alright. Now we're having cat control issues, so I think that I'm... What's the hotkey? Is it QW? And then QA, QA, Q... You know what? Let's do this. Alright, again, we're having so many substantial control issues. So you are... What are these? What unit? This is Halberdier? Skirmishers, Halberdier, Skirmishers. Maybe our macro is just good enough. I haven't upgraded any of these fucking guys. Doink, 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 doink. Ah, yes, Precision Gaming Day 9. I'm maxed. Alright, there's a whole lot to evaluate of what went right and wrong in this game, so we're gonna take it quite slow. We're just gonna focus on our macro right now. Oops, not you. Let's try to get one of these. WE. Uh-oh, wrong hotkeys. Why are my nerds not owning? Aha, Freestone. So I think there's a number of upgrades that I'm missing out on. This game. Alright, I'm trying to get my Halberdiers to back away. Holy shit. Is right-click repair? Alright, now I got a cat on me. Alright, Des. Come on. Just like leaning on my spacebar. Alright, I'm just gonna say GG. Okay, so, I mean, I'm not actually the most concerned about this game. I do want to watch it. So, I had... Let me also shrink myself. I don't deserve to be this large. Let me shrink this. I had so many control fuck-ups in this game. And I don't mean like micro control. When a lot of people say control, what they mean is like micro and subtle situations. I mean literally just like hitting the correct button to build the correct building. Just ruined me multiple times. Hitting the correct button to shift queue things along screwed me up multiple times. Like really, really ruined just a fuckload for me. That was actually really... that was really, really painful. I mean, little things like, I want to build skirmishers, and I built a bunch of barracks, because my brain flipped the order. Yeah, just lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of little control issues. Forgot that the university existed, forgot that upgrades existed. I also... But I'd say the biggest thing that I did, that really fucked me was in the Castle Age, I undervalued wood. We started to send some knights in. We killed some stuff, but we were having so many control issues back at home in the base. I didn't even have the wherewithal to focus on my knights. Yeah, and I also, like, just little things like forgot to wall the left. So what is it that we need to focus on? So I really feel like there's three things that I want to focus on from this game. And we say this all the time with our Age of Empires games. I know that there's probably 150 different things to focus on. Probably like 150 different things to focus on. But we only focus on a small amount at once. And so here's the three things. One is, I just need to continue to practice... I just need to continue to practice stuff, like with buttons. That's one thing. The more that I play, the more the buttons will catch up. You know, let me actually we're gonna clear chat because see some suggestions coming in. Hold off on all suggestions. Hold off on all suggestions. Because again, I know that a lot of you have a lot of comments of a lot of things you want to say. We always put a hard stop on that because, again, we need a drink of water, and a fire hose is not very helpful. Let's try this again. Muscle memory is the biggest thing that got in my way of specifically shift queuing. That was the big thing. That was the big thing that fucked us the most, is how the shift queuing was working. And the number of times that, like, I would have one building making and these things not making, or having, like, this wall segment never finished. A lot of things like this. Second thing that I want to focus on is making sure that I have enough wood to support the farms, because I just fell way behind on farms. I did get the stone, which is somewhere over here. Yeah, I did get the stone early enough, but I think I actually got it a little too early. I think I need to build these town centers. I think I needed to build these town centers and then focus on wood and food and then get stone a little bit. So that was the second one. The third one is, in terms of the units my opponent was making, let's ignore the fact that I missed a bunch of upgrades here for a moment. What's the right unit to be responding to this mass halberdier thing? Skirmishers. So again, let's ignore the specific unit for this faction. We fully ignore throwing axemen. Let's fully ignore the axemen. We saw a lot of halberdiers. And in my head I went, I want to build a lot of skirmishers. And they seemed weak. Wait, champions? Champions are not good versus halberdiers. Why would they be good versus halberdiers? Wait, champions are the best against halberdiers? Wait, what? Huh. I thought the entire horse line, I don't even think I have any horses to click on. I thought that if someone makes any horse unit, any cavalry unit, that halberdiers annihilate every cavalry unit. Champions are infantry, not horse. I'm thinking of paladins. I literally thought they were called champions. Okay, let's try this again. What on earth is a champion? What the fuck is a champion? Champion is a swordsman. I've never even heard of this unit. This is great. Alright. So, I think I have the counters wrong in my head. I thought that if someone made a lot of archers, I would counter them with skirmishers. Someone makes a lot of horses, that I counter those with halberdiers. I thought if someone made a lot of halberdiers, I would respond to that with skirmishers. Is that just wrong? I thought skirmishers were the response to this unit. Huh. Okay. Yeah, because I thought that my understanding of skirmishers is that they absolutely dump on archers, and they're pretty good. Okay, so Grizzly AoE says skirmishers soft counter halberdiers. By the way, I know the difference between trash and gold. I'm just talking about, like, basic unit interactions. Let's avoid the complexity of how this intersects with our economy. I'm just imagining if I plop down this and plop down this and they fought, you know. Huh. Yeah, all the usernames, let's just stick within the realm of Age of Empires. Because, like, skirms are like Marines versus Zealots. You need big numbers for the Marines to burn through the Zealots. I mean, that feels incomparably strange. Champions kill all non-gold units. I see. Skirms are fine enough. So do I get that? Where's my... What are the buttons? Let's see here. Chat. There's diplomacy. Is this the tech tree? Okay, so Where is my barracks? Oh. I don't think I've ever built any of these. This entire line is okay. Let me share with you what was in my head. I thought that you could upgrade militia to a men-at-arms, and that was it. I didn't know that a long swordsman, a two-handed swordsman, or champion existed. I've never heard of these things before. And I also thought that, oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. I thought that it was knight, champion, paladin. So I have been okay. Yeah. By the way, for any of you who are curious, every unit in this, or every faction in this game has some unique unit. We ignore that right now. We are fully ignoring that right now. We are absolutely 100% ignoring that. And let me read a line in chat to explain why, right? Sharper Guy 91 says, throwing axemen are basically ranged champions. You will recall I did not even know what a champion is. And so here's my logic. My logic is that in Age of Empires, factions are 95% the same. They're 95% the same. Now, if you're a good player, your brain immediately zooms to the differences, and you'd say, oh my god, Franks are completely different from Huns. Completely, they function completely differently. That's true, assuming that you have the muscle memory for building houses, the muscle memory for building all these sorts of other things. I mean, these factions are 95% the same. They all build villagers. The villagers all have the same stats. They all build farms. The farms all have the same stats. They all collect wood. They all collect gold. They all build mines to return stuff to. They all have town centers. They all have castles, things like this. And so each faction I understand to be, oh, this one gets that upgrade for free. This one, like Franks, oh, they get castles a little cheaper. Oh, this one's horses have a little bit more health, right? Like little tiny optimizations. So here's the danger that I don't want to encounter in my gameplay quite right now, which is I do not want to encounter the danger of going, oh, okay, if my opponent is going mass halberdier, I'm going to, for just Franks, build throwing axemen. And then guess what happens? Anytime I play any other faction, my brain no longer has a sense of even what the fuck to do. So when everyone was saying throwing axemen, in my brain I'm going, yes, the Franks specifically would use axemen, but like, ignoring the axemen, what else would they use? And people said champions, boom. Now I actually have something to learn about in the next game and to think about in the next game. Nice. Champions are... Okay, so champions are like a hard counter to this other baby stuff. But because they require gold, my skirmishers are a little bit more reasonable. Tuesday says siege units are also good against non-cavalry units, something to consider. Seems like a good thought. Hand cannoneers also counter barracks units pretty well. Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm loading into my brain, okay? We said that there were 3 things we wanted to focus on. Thing 1, there's a lot of muscle memory thing that's fucking with me a lot. A lot of muscle memory that's fucking with me. And I typically feel like what happens is my short-term memory starts kicking in as I'm playing multiple days of AoE in a row, and then I step away for a week, I watch Hidden Cup, I'm like, oh my god, I've learned all these cool things and watched some great games, cool, and I come back, haven't played in a week, my muscle memory reverts back to my StarCraft long-term memory. Second thing we're trying to work on is we're making sure in Castle Age that we keep a lot of nerds on trees to ensure that we have enough farm production to support 3 town centers, and we want to do that before we get stone. So let's go ahead and add that to the document, which is, yep, we get castle, we do wood. Oops, I think I forgot to do this. This is good. Once TCs are started, let's not do this. Make sure to have enough wood. Spend, once enough farms are made, get... Once enough farms are made, get, as enough farms getting made. Hello? There we go. 6 on stone. Alright. Oh yeah, and I neglected the second stable. This really fucked me a lot. This like, oh my god, like it, and I want to stress the ways in which it messed with me. I think that a lot of people who are experienced will go, ooh, I was low on wood, which affected my ability to make these units. This, I was low on wood, and so suddenly I was unable to replenish my farms, which was suddenly a completely new distraction. And I'm trying to figure out how to... Wait, I have never had to, like, resend guys to wood, or to reseed farms before, because I've always had automated this. And wait, my rally points are starting to get messed up. That was another thing that messed up. Like, if I have multiple town centers, it seems like you can't multi-rally onto wood. So I was just like, so I was winding up with tons of idlers because I was selecting all my town centers, right-clicking on a tree, but it was apparently right-clicking like next to the tree. This just screwed me up so much. And because of this was the biggest thing that I spent tons of time trying to figure out what was going on with my controls and so many of this. Like, I almost don't care about anything beyond this point. So again, muscle memory, this was clearly the biggest disruptor. Mess with my controls, mess with my wishes and everything. And then the third thing is this unit champions exist now. Didn't even think about them existing. Dr. Jellin says, does having a Plancer Zeros help alleviate match queue anxiety? I just don't get match queue anxiety ever. I just queue up. I just don't really give a shit what my rating is. I want to queue ranked because I want to play against people that are trying hard because I find that very fun. Okay. B-Town Pro says, Sean, this is the best Be a Better Gamer content you put out in a while. Thanks, B-Town Pro. Siege Workshop. I need to learn these units. This is called a bombard cannon? I thought this was called a hand cannoneer. What on earth is a hand cannoneer? The fuck is this unit? Is this the green screen showing? Yeah. Oh. What is a hand cannoneer? Thanks for pointing out the green screen thing. So is this just a different unit? Oh shit. Weak versus archers and skirmishers. That's a lot of damage. 27 versus infantry. What the shit? +1 extra versus spearmen? Okay. So that's +11 versus spearmen, because that's infantry. Is a spearman a type of infantry? They are? Okay. Okay. Because I know in real life they are a type of infantry, but I don't know in this particular game if they're a type of infantry. Yes, but a ranged unit is not, or excuse me, a ranged unit is not a type of infantry, right? Archers are not infantry. Archers are archers. And skirmishers are archers. Okay, let's see here. Minimum range of 5. Jesus. I don't know what a siege tower is. I'm not going to think about this. Scorp's Heavy Skull. Capped Ram. Okay. If I went... If my opponent was building a bunch of halberdiers... My opponent was building a bunch of halberdiers, and I built a bunch of skirmishers as a trash unit. Skirmishers are an okay trash unit versus halberdiers, but they are a bad... But the champion is a better gold unit. As long as they're upgraded. Yeah, I need to remember the damn upgrades, man. Shit. Okay. Let me get some coffee real quick. Please enjoy my plan. Now, why does my unmute button not work at all? Alright, pound this coffee. I do declare. Luke's Moratorium says, what kind of coffee do you drink? Just coffee. Kingdom Barb says, someone noted that archers are good versus halberdiers. Oh, that's right. Archers are generally good against melee, ground fellas. And then skirms are also good against archers, and cavalry are good against archers. Archers are way better than skirms versus halberdiers. Skirms is just an option to splash for the price. Yeah. Because it was the skirms counter halberdiers, only if you max, they lose 1 versus 1 and have a minimum range. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, this is so funny. This actually makes a lot of sense now, because the archer line seems to suck because I don't get arbalesters. And I sort of knew that. And so I thought that my choices were the spear line or elite skirmishers. I thought it was spearmen or skirms. I guess you can get a halberdier, which is a better... Better bang for the buck, huh? But then, a lot of folks have been saying champions to me for weeks, and I thought this was a champion. I thought it went knight, champion, paladin. That's hilarious. Okay. So, with champion transition... So I would only be spamming these if I wanted to go mass skirmishers. But actually, probably, I'm all melee, right? I'm probably just like going knights, halberdiers, and champions. Okay. Okay. And a lot of folks are saying without the archer upgrades... Alright, RM Arabia. Woo! Okay, so let's load into our head what we're trying to do at the start of this game. The big thing is sheet management. Yeah, that's the big thing I wanted to work on. Yeah, hand cannoneers. I'm going to pretend they don't exist. Here, David says we're exclusively Arabia gamers in this channel. If I could force it to only be Arabia, I absolutely would. I think that is a very wise decision. Build the guy first. Here we go. Your villagers gather food from berries faster. I feel like this is going to be very laggy. Big Mark says Arabia's too bright. I like darker maps. Me too, dude. Oops. The way that this game handles shift queuing is ghastly. I despise it. I just think it's like incorrect and bad. Easy. Should have made that touching, but that's okay. There's one. Oh, fuck! Ah! Fuck! Ah, fuck. This is what I mean by this opening actually takes a lot of focus for me to do. Is that, like, all these sort of muscle memory things, like just sending the next sheep in and stuff, are like, I need to really stop and think, like, okay, and what am I doing right now? And what's going on? Like, it's very easy for me to miss out on a lot of this stuff. Oh no, I should kill this. Alright, my opening's fucking up bad. This isn't fucking building? Fuck. Ugh, this is a mess. Holy fuck! This is going really badly. That's alright. I mean, I'm grumpy about it, but it's fine. This is how we improve. Please return your shit, you assholes. There you go. I think the early game is where I curse the most. There are no good walls to make here. Probably across here and then down. It's going so badly. Okay, back to ignoring things. I'm trying so hard. You're trained in the early game to just like be really precise with your timings. Dude, this is the one. This is maybe my biggest criticism of this game is that the units are like so small. Hello? Can I not get to this shit? 19, this is 20, this is 21, 22, and then we do this. Okay. It's so hard to click on stuff and all the units look like the same unit. Get in there, you bastard. Oh, it's so bad. You know what? Guys, kill sheep. It's time. We're adapting. Overcome. Alright, okay. Maybe there's a big head mode. Dude, tell me about it. I would play the shit out of that. Yeah. Oh my god, you guys are just dumb as mud. Oh my god, I'm dumb as mud! Ah! Alright, so. I think these are relatively close positions here, huh? I'm just gonna do this. Right click like this. Is that right? I think that's right. Okay, this is where the wood choppers be chopping wood. WQ. Hey, I'm vaguely remembering stuff. That's good. I'm vaguely remembering things. Oh, there's another sheep here? Ha! Okay, QQ. Ah, I'm the worst! Bingo! Alright, so... Okay, we forgot to get the gold miners again, but I'm still pretty happy. I'm still pretty happy. Let's rally over to here. Okay. Spend too much on farms first? How do I have fucking 3 idlers? What? Oh, I'm missing out on so many workers. Oh my god, this game is... So much is leaked out of my brain in a week's time, it's ridiculous. And then I want to go over to this idiot thing and hit that button. Oh, good lord. Okay. So then we want to build as many farms as we can. So you're control 6, you're control 7. 7, 7, 7, 7. We have no idea what we're up against. We couldn't care less. It doesn't even matter to us. Okay, so now I go QQ. Okay. I too have watched Hera's stream. But I too am not Hera. Why are units so dumb in this game sometimes? Holy shit, look at how much fucking wood we have! We're almost a good gamer. However, we're mostly terrible. 5, 6. You don't rally here. Something like that, please. Oh god! What are these idiots doing? Few things in this game I hate more than my own units. What's the hotkey? Done it. Oh man, I am really whiffing ultra hard on these upgrades. Or on the work production. That's okay. Okay, so... Town center? Town center, maybe? I'm gonna walk out here. I don't even understand how this is possible. I don't understand. See, like this, build a thing, build a thing, build a thing, does not function the way it does in StarCraft, where if you build, 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 the three spread out and build different things. Really nice. And this is just ruining my intuition and my muscle memory. Build one more, I guess. Fuck! I hate this game sometimes. It drives me fucking crazy. Alright, we're going through a very tumultuous period in our life as a gamer. Control and shift do the opposite things in this game. Everything's terrible. How? What? I don't understand where this whole... Ah! Ah! There's a fucking lion! Ah! We are staying inside this weekend. We are just going to sit on the sofa. Alright. Okay, so... Alright, so we want to build a farm, No stone yet. No stones. Okay. So we want to make sure that we have enough. We want to make sure that we build a stable. The fact that you can't rally structures that are currently in progress building with, so I want to go EQ. Hey, alright. QZ. Why does this not work sometimes? Why is it, like, if I try to build a structure and you don't have the money to build the structure, you know what the game does? It builds a different structure. That doesn't make any sense to me. D is stand ground. Okay, so we need to make sure that we have enough on the wood front. Q. What? Why does it say now there's not enough stone? There's 2 lions chasing my Man, sometimes in this video game, I'm telling you. Oh, I just waltzed right in. Look at this. Look at this. We're just 2 buddies that just love leaving big old holes in our motherfucking walls. Reseed, please. Oh shit, I stopped building things at the town center. Why? Oh, we're fucking awful. Ugh. What's this? Oh! 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 I'm fucking sick now, kind of. Ah, yes. Few things smell as mediocre as Day 9. Oh my god, I've watched him for so long. He's so average. It's inspiring. Alright. Let's go, knights. It's nighttime. Oh, my archer died to a lion, did he? Day 9. It's okay, I'm rooting for myself. Don't be so negative, Day 9. Oh, what an asshole. He's walled off all of his shit. What a total piece. Okay, so we actually have too much wood. Okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go QA, 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 QA. Oh, my nerds, please. Alright. Might not look like it, but we are intensely focused on just the economy side of things. 15 chopping? Okay, no. What are these guys? Pikemen. Okay. So... Okay, so those are pikemen. So that means... I feel like it means something, but it's unclear to me what that something is. Oh my god. God, the snapping the grid in this game is it's horrifying. Excuse me, what the fuck? What is even... Does that do anything to me? Is this, like, in any way an issue? What the hell is, Cataphract? Isn't that, like, an eye condition? I guess that's cataracts. What is this? Oh, shit. Oh, whoa, whoa! Okay, so... Cataphract is like a better knight, but I'm the knight guy. Why is... I have re-rallied this so fucking many times. I don't understand why these things keep incorrectly rallying. I literally do not understand it, and it's driving me crazy. What the fuck? No, I think I maybe should have built a castle on this backside, is what I should have, instead of making these battering rams. Alright, we got these trapped. This is good. Alright. We, as always, are forgetting to hit these buttons. And the funny thing is that my transitions to Imperial Age are, like, slower now that I'm trying harder to transition to fucking Imperial Age. I think I needed to just build a castle, like, right here. Am I the worst player here? Or am I the best player here? Like, it's actually really hard. What in the hell? Why do they go backwards? Ah! Why do units go backwards in this game when I instruct them to go forwards? I've never played an RTS where the unit control is more befuddling than this one. And I played with Dragoons, okay? No, you're not there. I mean, I just don't understand why this is so hard. You know what? Screw this. We're just gonna go mass this bullshit. Things are just still idle. I've given up re-rallying. I'm never re-rallying ever again. I hate re-rallying. I give a shit, not even a little bit. W, E, shift, click, 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 click. Alright, well this kind of worked. I hate shift queuing in this stupid game. Everything's terrible, everything's bad. We no longer are a beacon of positivity. We are just Artosis. It finally happened. It happens to us all eventually. Eventually you just give up trying to work with the game and you just rage at it. That's the way it works. Is it gone? Fuck yeah, I'm the best player here. This guy sucks and wishes he was me. I'm the king. Look out, everybody. Day 9 coming to town. Have we teched up to this fucking age yet? Do we ever? Are we... I never hit the button. I'm gonna fucking throw up. No wonder Dan does this, man. This is fun. This is fun to rage. Oh! Alright. Five. You either die at day 9 or you live long enough to become an Artosis. Truer words never spoken. Truer words never spoken. Mine gold faster. What's our stone collection even like? How dare you, you absolute fuckface! What? I don't believe it. This game is for people who are evil. Look at how much money I have. I'm fucking wealthy. Okay, let's make... Fuck, what is made out of anything anymore? WQ, shift, click, 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 click. Clever girl. Why do I have so many of these fucking guys collecting this fucking stone? I'm supply capped.
Attack the enemy with galley.
What? Why is he telling me what his things are? Go write a blog for all I care. I'm like devastated this guy built a castle in front of my shit. And now he's gonna hit me with 97%? Like, look, I'm the unlucky one right here. Feels very good. I understand Dan at a whole new level. This is Control 7. This and this. And then go to this thing and get this and this and this. Oh, they're coming. Somehow I still have infantry in here. How embarrassing. Alright, just take him down. I don't give a shit. Never have I had such an excruciatingly agonizing win. It was horrible. It was wall-to-wall existential angst. Return to map. Ugh. Was villain on just a second TC. Jesus! I thought I was losing the entire time. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm out of the game, our opponent's absolutely right. That is a little unlucky that our opponent got to 97%. But Jesus, man. Like... Okay. Let's talk, okay? Zagalt says he stayed calm under pressure. However I looked on the outside, Zagalt, inside, my brain was on a loop. And that loop was 2 words long. Oh fuck, 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 oh fuck. You know, and like, here's the weird thing. Here's the weird thing about this entire game. This game is... It's so... odd. Okay, so like, listen, I understand that this is inspired by civilizations of the past. I understand that you build castles and you can shoot arrows out of castles. Like, I understand that. Okay, a lot of game development is about embodiment, right? We want you to feel like you are building up a civilization. So what do? We literally look to how that works and we mechanicify that. Such as, you build farms, and the farms take up space, right? Such as there's deer. Where's some deer? Right? There's birds. Where's deer? Yeah, there's deer over here. you can hunt the deer, and you can get food, and you just require food and gold and wood. Yeah, right? Like, I understand that. But I cannot stress to you how bizarre it is. At no point in history ever has the technique to defeat another entire city been to build a castle touching it. That's never been the case. What is this? A whole castle was right here. And you know what came out of the castle? Horses. What? What the fuck? Burning Sheep says not true. Ghost Talker, go ahead and ban Burning Sheep for the rest of his life. Yeah, no, here's the thing. I want you to understand what I'm saying. Imagine if here's the castle, right? Here's my castle, and literally 6 inches away you go, I'm gonna fucking build a castle here. That's never been a strategy. I understand that you can maybe, a kilometer away, build walls and build castles around. I understand that shit, but it's never been touching. They don't touch, because the instant you show up, doesn't make any sense. And then the horseman just vomits itself from this fucking castle. Is ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And if any of you give me any historical references, I'm going to point out how wrong that is. Okay. Russian ally says, yeah, the castles usually didn't touch. Aha! I knew I was right. So this thing shows up. Now, I actually want to rewatch the replay of this dumb, silly experience that I just had. No, go back to the main menu. Do this. Let's load a game. Horses one at a time. Alright. Speed it up. So, I built the battering rams, which felt good. Yes, Incognito says, I mean, if an enemy was building a castle literally touching mine, I'd probably want to do something about it sooner rather than later. Thank you. Let's get real specific. Never in the history of humanity has someone tried to sneak a castle touching the enemy's walls. Because you know what you would do? You would see it with your eyes. But eyes were turned into a mechanic in this game. And you know what's weird? Your eyes get better the deeper in technology you get. Not true. We're getting our vision closer as we hold our cell phones to grind Reddit as we advance in technology. It's nonsense. It was mechanicified. Preto. I think I need to be walling in Feudal a little bit better. Everything with my sheep was a disaster. It was so challenging. It was quite funny though. It startled me, man. Oh, this cheesy cheeser. By the way, I walled this, and it was helpful. I walled this and it was helpful. Oh, here comes Russian ally saying, Dana, but all jokes aside, building defenses around your enemy's defenses was a thing. There were even famous battles, generals building defenses around the defenses, built around the original defenses to surround them in defenses. Yeah, no, I mean, but the thing is that, here is the thing that's weird to me. You don't build them touching. Like in trench warfare, you don't have a trench touching a trench. You know what I mean? There's some space. And if anyone ever tries to challenge that, well, actually, the trenches connecting to other trenches are very common. You're out of this channel, and I don't want you to watch my content anymore. Gal Cells, it wasn't touching your base? Nonsense. Like, if any of y'all are playing this game for the historical realism, you're lying. I felt... I can't stress to you how fucking cool I felt. I built this thing and I was like, I'm John the Fearless. Like, this was a moment for me. I saw you lurking in Hera's chat earlier. Yeah, I watch Hera like most mornings, man. Hera is good at this game and we are bad at this fucking game. Yeah, but in all seriousness, you know what? You know, screw this. I'm changing my position. My position, my new position is that castles aren't real. That's what I'm going to say. Castles are a fictional thing created just to try to spruce up and make the medieval times look nicer. They didn't live in castles. That's a new thing. Castles are only a thing that Airbnb created to make money. That's all it is. Just like owls. Exactly, owls are not real. Are you kidding me? The mail delivery system animals in Harry Potter, you think those are real? Oh, and they can turn their whole head around because let me guess, you saw The Exorcist last weekend and now the animal is that. Bullshit. Okay. Look, castles aren't real. Owls aren't real. Fucking... I can't believe you're needling me after a win. What is the matter with you people? Yeah, and pears are fake. Yeah, pears are nothing more than apples with a bulge. Why are we calling this a different fruit? Are you kidding me? What is real? This win is real, RM. Don't worry, I got you covered. I have you covered. A bulge, you say? Indeed. Indeed. A pear is just an apple that's happy to see you. I'm never going to get to this point. I'm never going to get to the point in the game where I'm actually looking at what the problem is. By the way, I literally missed an absolute crap ton of subs. Deadly Ginger gifted us 20. Pierogi Addict with the 10. Oh my god. And who is it that just dropped? Oh my god. Candy Bomber Z. Oh my god. I apologize for missing these. I was in the middle of being mad. This game is such a challenge, this dumb fucking thing. Okay. I can't believe the scout goes in, and then look, then the scout is just like, and he's through. Literally, this game would immediately be the most played game on Twitch if they changed how shift-click worked. That's it. Because I can't... Walls. For any of you who don't know, in StarCraft, the behavior is select a thing, hold shift, build it, and then shift back where you want it to go. So if you select, say, several workers, and you build 4 things, and you hold shift, click, 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 and you click back, it will build everything you said, and they'll all return back to mining. In this game, if you queue things up, you have to then shift-click back through all of these before shift-clicking back, or only one will build. Similarly, if I say build a wall and I hold shift and send them back, it will build one wall segment, leave all the other ones unbuilt. The Apple Seeds, that someone said you could change the shift queue behavior in settings. No. Sorry, I realized I was looking at a different question. Oh, absolutely saying you can use the shift-click behavior. We've done that setting, sorry. And then I looked at someone else who's just saying, oh yeah, it's just a different game and it functions differently. It functions worse! I hate it. Yeah, so like you have to shift-click all the segments of the wall. So what I do is when I build walls, I say build, and I ignore it, and I wait till idle shows up. Someone says you can shift wall so you can build a whole... You have to shift-click each individual segment. It's fucking terrible. Drives me insane. Okay, so I did one of these, and I did one of these. I had a lot of wood, so maybe I actually over-collected wood. You don't need to shift all of them, just the first one. I will show you... I will show all of you exactly what I mean. Because... I would say, I'm going to show you why you're wrong, but the thing is that it's very easy to get confused as to what I'm talking about. But I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a moment. But I just want to see this real quick, because there was a weirdness that happened here. I was trying to go for like 21-ish little guys here. I think that I need to go build this, 6 on stone. I think that's right. So I was saving up wood to get town centers. I previously didn't have enough getting wood. And I think I think I really need to just smash these onto... Oh my god. Hey, remember when I accidentally lost my guy to lions? I routed the lions so that they were clustered. And look at this. Oh my god, that's so funny. Something happened here where I had too much wood. Not enough of these things. So I have a question. How many wood choppers do I need to support how many farms? I don't think it's 1 to 1. Is it like 1 to 4 or 1 to 5 or 1 to 3-ish? Robot Cat Multiverse is 1 to 6. Oh. Okay. And so that means that if I have 24 farms, I'm only using 6 of them on wood to replenish these 24. And then I know that it's 6 farms per villager. Or 6 farms per town center making villagers. I know that, so that's good. So this is why I was trying to get more than 18, is I was like, I need to be able to constantly build workers, and I need to be able to... Okay, so I actually had too many on wood. That's actually incredibly helpful to know. That I could, in theory, cut down to like 6 on wood. Probably closer to 10, so I can keep building farms and other such things. I think this is 30% ratio in early. When you hit Imperial, ratio is 10%. What does that mean? 10% what of what? Oh my god, and getting groups of things to rally, I found to be a real issue, so we're going to explore that in a second here. 10% of farmers on wood. You need 10 villagers to support 100 farms. I see, okay. So any additional wood then would just be for production units. So I thought that this was reasonable to smash down a battering ram, and maybe I actually should just send the battering rams right away and delete all this stuff. I think that I was too defensively minded. I think I just needed to, like, stampede forward. I thought that this castle was good. These rally points in these town centers are driving me insane. This has never happened in the history of humanity. Alright, thanks for clarifying, Iceman. I appreciate that. Thrusting away. Match found Arabia. I wasn't queued up for nothing. Yeah, so I also didn't have enough on wood throughout here. I think I need like 2024. In retrospect, I think something I also could have done is just built a castle here and not given a fuck. Like, build a castle there, build a castle here, and then go kill the enemy.
Oui.
I think I could have probably just countered in 1. Yeah, I mean, every other RTS I've ever played, if you get tower rushed, you're literally about to die. So, I see I need a good amount on wood, but that 6-to-1 ratio is really helpful. Okay. Okay, great. I now see a little bit more about what I did. Okay, we're gonna go back to Sean's learning game. Here it comes. Here it comes, you buttheads. Get ready. Day 9's about to get grumpy. Oh god, we have to build this. Okay, so here's what I mean about walls. If I build these, and then shift-click, it only builds this one, and then it doesn't build the rest. Okay? That's what I was talking about. Hold shift. Okay, WS. Now, wait. I am holding shift, because I'm going WS, drag, shift, right click. Now, let's see. While building the wall, shift. I see. So so I need to change the order of when I'm holding shift. Which is fucking bizarre. Yeah, like all the orderings, like, 'cause here's the thing. Most people start with no muscle memory, and they build muscle memory. What I have is anti-muscle memory. There's another issue, which is what we were looking at last week, which is, let's say I have this wall built, and I need to run the worker away. If I want to build this and then go back, can't do it. I have to shift like that. That's... fuck. Kale says just don't go back. What are you talking about? I said that if I get attacked and I have to run away. Like, and so what I've been doing is I just right-click and I just, whatever. Wait till it's idle. Which I hate. Which I hate a great deal. Okay, here is the other thing that I want to get some understanding of. Or wait, Castle Age. Okay, so I'm going to build these dum-dums right next to each other. Just check your idle villagers a lot. No, again, that's what I've been doing. My question is not, what's the way to do it? My statement is, I am annoyed that I have to do it this way instead of being able to shift Q like a normal game. And again, the point that I'm making is that I have anti-muscle memory. I played StarCraft for so long that it works literally just differently. Okay. So here's the thing that messed with me a lot in this game. And let me just save the game as Sean's learning game. Save game. So what messed with me a lot is that sometimes I would have this rallied here, and this rallied here, right? So now, because I individually rallied these, when these produce, we're all good. But I selected all of them, and I was building stuff, and like they were gathering together at times, and it was driving me insane. Are they gonna chop here? So perhaps it was that there were too many things in the way. As far as says, may I recommend that you change your civilization? No, we're not going to worry about that for a while. For quite a long time. There's literally... Because again, what are we trying to do? We're trying to just understand basically how the game works. What we're not trying to do is increase our short-term win rate. So let's see what happens when this tree gets... So that tree's gone, so now they all are rallied to this non-tree. Hey, Despy. Okay, so then I have another question. So this seems to work just fine. Alright, it's time to... Nemor. We're gonna try to gather up enough stone because... Hey, honey, get out of here. Okay. Carry more. Alright, so here's something that was painful to me a number of times. So if I have this one selected then, that's what's happening. I now see. You know what, build them all. Why can these ones overlap? Oh, I see them. Just looking at them. Okay, so here's what's happening. I have one that's in production. A town center that's in production. So if I click on this tree, I don't think it actually rallies to this. Guys, I'm gonna stick with Franks. Leave me alone. I'm gonna keep playing Franks. Again, I just want to pick one race, one civilization, and play it. That's it. Yep, this is what's happening. Okay, so this is. I now see the subtle thing that's happening. I see what's happening. Get out of here. Ah. So here's what's happening. So I see that an unbuilt unit cannot rally, right? I'm right-clicking, right-clicking, right-clicking. Right, this I can right-click and rally, but if you have multiple buildings selected that are completed and one that's unbuilt, it appears to lose the default behavior, which is rally to a tree. Now, if I deselect this and I click this, you'll see it actually makes the thing. So that's what's happening. So again, if I have an unbuilt one and I click, nothing. Yeah. Let me just state something to toot my own horn. Damn, I'm fucking right as shit about this stuff. Wow! I was playing and I was saying something's going wrong with the UX that's messing with my rallying. Something's messing with it. And a lot of people were like, no, Day 9, you don't even believe the castles are real. Which they're not. And then I took a time to investigate it, and we're seeing where all the idiosyncrasies lie. Because again, I want to make sure my muscle memory actually works. And this is what's going on. So if I have completed buildings, so if I select here, this works. But if I have an unbuilt one, yeah, look, it doesn't even target this. So if I build 3, even though I'm clicking right here, they'll go there. Okay, got it. Oh my god, hey, Juggernaut Jason! The legendary StarCraft streamer. Oh my god, Juggernaut Jason just gave us a host, Juggernaut Jason. And all the Argonauts. Welcome. Good to see you, man. Juggernaut Jason's a StarCraft streamer. Very talented bear at that. Tune into your stream late at nights many times. They're not mining. Okay. Okay. So what's happening? What are we learning? We're learning that we need to, while town centers are building, we cannot ever set a rally with one. Otherwise, it literally will not work. But if we do this, then it works fine. Juggernaut says, alright, he noticed. He gets the sub. That's right, Juggernaut Jason. I saw you and I was like, an opportunity to earn $5. I'm just kidding. It's good to see you around here, Juggernaut Jason. How's your day been? How's your stream? Playing StarCraft? Playing some AoE. So what we're going to do next time is we're allowed to hotkey all 3 of them, because eventually we want these done. But we're going to deliberately just rally this one while it's constructing. Played AoE. Oh, it's awesome to hear. Having a lot of fun playing. Okay, so what are we learning? We're learning if we want to build walls, we have to hold shift and then do this. Okay. Dude, just get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Return to main menu. Find match. Kel's experienced players only set rally points individually with each town center to the closest resource. So, Kels, I do something called cloning a lot. Cloning is where, instead of saying Unit A, go to location 1, Unit B, go to location 2, Unit C, go to location 3. What you do is you say, everyone go to 1, then deselect A. Everyone else go to B, then deselect, or to me, everyone else go to 2, then deselect B. And then you only have C selected, so you go to 3. So, when I was individually setting locations, I would do, okay, everyone rallies here, but then you rally here, and then you rally here. So what was happening is the original rally point was unscrewed up. So cloning exists as a quick way to do multiple units. Imagine I have a pack of 10 knights, and I want one to scout here and one to scout here. It's quite hard to select one, move it around here, select a second one, move around here, and then select 8 units and move them on. It's easier to send all 10 in a loop, and then just deselect 2 of them. And then you have the remaining 8. How do you deselect one in this game? You hold Control and left-click on the portrait. Alright, so now I'm seeing what's been going on with my rallies for quite some time, which is incredibly helpful. Now I have a second thing I'm looking at, not just my scout, but also what the status of my sheepsies is. I'm not going to scout with sheep because I'm just trying to focus on a more limited set of things at the start of the game. Alright, so if I don't see the boar here... Oh shit. There's the boar. Nice. Oh, for God's sake, kill this asshole. Also, I messed up my shift cues with this guy.
Okay.
Alright, 2 boars down. I have all my sheep, so now we're going to go find locations to wall. Oh, game. Oops. My brain is having a hard time keeping track of all this. There's our wall. So I'm just going to sit here. Oh, yeah. I'm actually going to run away for a moment. So that's 21A. Okay.
Fait. Maro. Okay. Prêt.
What the fuck?
Oui.
Fuck on there. Okay. Okay. So this is sort of like the point where I want a wall, huh? So now I need to go WQ here, and then rally that out there. Yeah, so I can actually do like a Mondo forward wall here. So maybe it's a little too far forward, so now I actually want to go over here and check what's up.
Okay.
Maybe this is a bizarre way to be walling, but that's who I am. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oui.
I think that I'm too far out. Oh my god, I never fucking hit this button. Oh shit. Oh my god, we may have lost. Oh god. Oh, I am not entirely sure what happened, but I think I make you a mistake. I should have walled like this. Everything sucks. Okay, so what do we want to do right now? Okay. It kind of sucks that I lose out on this upgrade, but that's alright. Alright, get on home. This is the fucking funniest wall. Wait, that's a second scout, isn't it? Ah, this is so dumb. Ugh. Oh, I'm so annoyed, man. Well, whatever. Whatever. Feudal Age. Couldn't come soon enough. I forgot to get gold. Alright, let me just... I just literally, I've messed up so substantially. I was really confused at what was going on with my money, and then I got super distracted. I mean, I know that my opponent just made some basic scout stuff, but like... So that's one of those games where I messed up something that was so basic. I'm just getting out of the game and then going into the next one. Because, I mean, like, technically I could go like, oh, shit, and try to, like, fiddle my way through it, but I'd rather just restart and nail the Dark Age again. Thank God we're out of that game. And you know, like, you make up the difference with the market? No. Not because your evaluation of the game is incorrect, but because we are a very inexperienced player, so we are... So what we're trying to do is work on the basics, you know what I mean? And what I might compare it to is imagine if you're just trying to shoot free throws because you're just having a hard time making any baskets at all. And then all of a sudden someone in the gym comes along and is like trying to defend you while you're like doing free throws. You're just like, okay, I'm going to go to another court. They're like, no, but this is a good learning experience for you. No, I mean, I'm just... It would be if my brain had enough space for it, but, I mean... I think that the lesson I'd rather learn is just be careful about hitting the Feudal Age button. Just like the deer. Yeah, that's a great comparison, Neo.
Okay, Maro.
Yeah, the deer comment is that I see that there's deer and I can get food from it, and I'm just not worrying about it right now. And I say this like a lot of time when I'm in the Dark Age, but for many folks here in Dark Age, this is probably muscle memory, but I think we've just broached like 25 games lifetime. And it requires like all of my focus just to hit all these buttons.
Okay.
And we haven't forgotten to research Feudal Age yet,
C'est fait.
and that was our first time. Yeah, this game's early game is remarkably intense. Just in terms of, like, trying to have your villagers not die to boars and shit.
Ohé.
The fuck?
Libère.
There's the other boar. This is actually a really nice setup, to be honest.
Okay, bûcheron.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Ohé. Prêt. Qu'est fait. Prêt.
Where's my other goat?
Ohé. Prêt. Ohé. Qu'est fait.
Oh, shit. I'm in an off by one error.
Okay. Ohé. Libère.
Let's do this then.
Okay. Chasseur.
Alright.
Barracks.
This was a huge error. I thought I had 7 selected because one of them was
Prêt.
the,
Libère.
QW.
Qu'est fait. Prêt. Libère.
Yeah.
Libère.
Yeah, this is a flub.
Chasseur. Ohé. Chasseur. Libère. Maro. Okay. Chasseur.
Yuck. Yeah. Like I was saying, it takes like all my focus to get this stuff right. Come on, little guys. Ah! It's alright. Sometimes you just have days where where you feel like you're playing below your average level. And you know what you do? You just wait those days out. Why are you idle? This is another thing that's baffling to me. Why do the nerds idle sometimes? So now this one goes over here.
Ohé. Chasseur.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny how these specific timings...
Barracks.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, my God. Ah! Please! Yeah! Alright! What? Oh, there they are.
Oui, chassez hop.
Hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Chassez hop. Oui.
So, the villain should be here, 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 huh?
Okay, chassez hop.
Oof. 4 here, 4 here. I mean, when I was younger, I used to just be, like, permanently mad if things didn't go great in, like, in my games and stuff. Ah, oh, the world's unfair. Ah. There we go. Now I'm getting feudal. Nice. So, all right, I built one fewer worker, which is a mistakey that we make. When I was younger, I used to just be like fucking so tilted. Ah! Ah! And I mean, I know that I'm like, ah, fuck, ah, shit, ah, jeez, right? Like, part of that is just like spouting some expletives because, you know, it's marginally annoying. But like deep down, like what's going on? You know, if I play like shit, that's actually fine. If I have like a couple games where I'm like, ugh, this is so far below my normal skill level, you know what, that just happens. I find that learning and improvement's sort of sinusoidal. You'll be having a pretty good day. Wall this off next. Feudal Age. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking for a moment. Sometimes you just gotta, okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Just what am I doing right now? WW? Okay, so we're doing... Made that mistake many times before. Rally to here is probably what I want to do. So I want to... Can things touching at points? Is that actually good if they're touching at points? Turn this on, this is already done. Okay. Okay, so now I just spam farms. So I want to be marching along the front. Okay, now I'm actually feeling in charge. Okay. You know, simple plans for a simple man. I think, yeah, my understanding of how this shit works is wrong. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there's another control technique I need to work on. I know that's kind of newbie, but, you know. Excuse me, what the fuck is going on here, man? Woo! Nice. Okay. Okay, I'm learning a lot about how farms are produced. I'm from Kansas, and today I'm learning a lot about farming. Holy shit, I don't know at all anymore what's happening. Oh my god, it's actually so bad what's happening. All right, we're gonna go home. We're going home. Woo! Oh, this. Okay, I was clicking on the wrong location. I've been trying to build it. This is like the 4th time I've queued up the go gate command. Go gates. You know what? Let's do this. This is my base. This base was made for me. Alright, so I want to scout out this flank over here. Castle Age! And I think that I want this to be the front, and I want to be expanding back this way. So, like, TC here. You absolute jerk. Whew. Yeah, by the way, while I'm in games, I just looked over and saw Symphoneers say, reminder that Sean doesn't read chat in games. Very important reminder. So if you have something really useful that you wanted me to see, I am, or I should say, if you want to say anything, I won't be able to see it, but also maybe more importantly, fuck. More importantly, you can say whatever you want and not worry about potentially stepping on my toes. Control 5. Horse, horse. Okay, so let's see here. I'm trying to make sure that I get actually enough farms and enough wood choppers. That's what I want to do. You know what? I'm just going to build them all internally. 22, right? I'm building these fuckers internally. Can I maybe sneak one out here? Build one back here. Okay. I think I maybe still need to try to... I think I need 10 on wood. Feels like a number that I can stick to. So now, first things first, we're going to rally to wood, and we're going to go WWW. This. Okay. This somehow got on hotkey. It's unclear how to me. Okay, and then we want to get this upgrade, which is just some wood. So this is the next sort of region I want to go into. Villains of the Castle Age, okay? And this is where I really want to rally to wood, right? I really want to rally to wood. And this is the useful thing that we learned in one of our last games, is that we need to make sure that we are getting enough wood production going. So we have 11 there. It's farms. No. We want to start getting more on gold and stone. Okay. Maybe we want just a few more on gold. Alright, I have 3, which I've just decided is my number. Nice. Oops. Uh-oh. Alright, good. I need more gold. Okay, so let's get the wood upgrade. Let's get this. Great. Oh, please, yes.
Oui.
So 9 on stone is good, right? Holy shit. Economy is fucking kicking ass this game. I'm just gonna do some extra confirmation on things. Back W. Oh my god. Alright, I'm messing up on some stuff, but like a lot of stuff's actually going quite well. Okay, wait. So we're actually getting wood. We don't need a lot of wood right now, so what we're gonna do is gonna shift Q 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe that'll actually work nicely. We're not really doing a lot of the harassing. My mind is pretty focused on just economy stuff. Nice, nice. I'm really doing a good job. For me.
Bûcheron.
Okay, we're losing some value here. So I go S, Q, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, so I think I'm actually doing okay here, huh? 27 on there. Okay, so we want QA shift click. Thus far, I've done a pretty good job of remembering to build stuff. So now there's a question that I need to remember the answer to, which is like, okay, so maybe I want another forward castle here. Not a forward castle, like a defensive castle, like right there. So we're working our way up. We're actually... Nice. Imperial Age. Perfect. So we need to make sure we're getting some upgrades here, huh? Okay, so I see halberdiers. So it's actually okay for me to go champions. So if I'm doing that, then this is 5, then this is 6, so I want to get this. Am I doing okay? Pikeman. Oh, fuck. Messing up my hotkeys. So we're trying to keep a pretty good ratio of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll show what was going wrong with my stuff earlier. Hey, guy. Simba did nothing wrong. Okay, WQ 1, 2, 3. Infantry are faster. Man-at-arms. Militia line's cheaper. Okay. You know what? Now I know that there's a lot of stuff with, there's a lot of stuff that I can do here. But I am currently just trying to focus on the game. Holy shit, I have a lot of food. So this is where I need a QE. No, WE, shift. Alright, trebuchets. Trebuchet. It's so funny, I have like so much. This, shift Q. Okay, I'm kind of having these bursts of speed and then bursts of... And what the fuck does this do? Yeah. Whoopsie daisies. Oops, I kind of forgot to keep open workers. Now let's get this upgrade. Let's get... What is this one? Two-handed swordman. You require more food? Okay. QW, QA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Whatever. You'll become idle at some point in your lives. No. What a fucking shitload of gold, man. Oh my god. It's maybe a little too much on gold. Oh, I remember. I forgot to re-rally this. So you do this and that. How do I unpack? Fucking scout cavalry, what the fuck are you doing here? Alright, whatever. Raids be damned. Alright. Oh, upgrades. I don't know. Alright, so now I have too much wood again. Dude, I owned this game. there's a muscle memory thing I'm doing wrong. Okay, that was just very, very clean. So we did a lot better. Shit. Okay. We did a hell of a lot better with our timings with our wood. We got to Imperial Age really smoothly, but I over-rallied nerds to gold, and I just had way too much gold. And I was actually really low on wood. But here's an issue that I was encountering that I want to try to articulate here, which is, suppose that I want to build, let's see, it's QW, right? Let's say I want to build this, and then I want to build a bunch of farms around it like this, right? Say I wanted to do that. So here's something that I have learned, which is, if you go QA, QA, QA like this, how do they split up? Okay, you're not part of the party, huh? It's just these three, yeah. Yeah, they all go to this one. Yeah. Yeah, so I was having trouble with some shift queuing. By the way, before any of you say anything, let me finish. Because, for instance, Cherno Kicks, I see you trying to address something that I'm not talking about. So let me finish. Let me finish with my observation, which is in StarCraft, if you go 3 dudes and then build here, build here, build here, what happens is the first one goes here, the second one goes here, the third one goes here. That's what winds up happening. And so, this explains a lot of how I had things go wrong with farms, is I would go, alright, it's time to build stuff. Where I'm going to build this, build this, build this, build this, and I thought that by issuing individual commands like this, they would spread correctly. Now, again, for instance, Merlin, just let me finish. Just let me finish my thought. You know, let's go ahead and clear chat again. Let me go ahead and clear chat. Because I want to stress, what I am doing right now is I am stating an observation of how a certain behavior works. I'm not asking a question. I'm not saying, okay, so how then would I build a bunch of farms? Because I see a bunch of people trying to jump ahead and trying to answer the question, I have a cool technique for building lots of farms. I want to stress, we're trying to share what our thought process is, and if we haven't asked a super explicit question, we're just talking, and we don't need you to sort of interrupt and try to step in. So the observation that we were making is that this way of spreading out did not actually function according to our expectation, and halfway through that last game, I realized this. So I did an alternate method, which is, let's say I have a bunch of these guys chopping wood. I would then say to myself, okay, I want to build some farms, so I would first tap S, and then I would make, hotkey is QW, I would make a mill, and then I would QA and hold shift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think that this actually works, but let's observe. So here's the switch I did mid-game, and it seemed to avoid some of the issues. So the question is, will they actually... And let me actually do this. So I've seeded all these things. So what is the behavior? Is it that they seed one, and then one stays behind? That is the behavior. So one does stay behind. Look at that. One pulls off. So, therefore, when you are constructing, the game is actually inserting an additional peel off a worker command. And so I issued this additional farm as a faraway location, because I'm curious what'll happen next. Look at that! I had 7 workers, I made 7, and this was even part of the queue, and it looks like it actually drops off the queue. That's really interesting. By the way, does anyone know why the score keeps disappearing? I've turned this on like 50 times. Interesting. So I want to see another thing, which is that if I go, let's go QA shift 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I do 5 over here. Yeah, it looks like it still uses the wood. Let's see if we get refunded any wood. Disappears after replays? Interesting. So let's see this. So they're all just doing their thing. And so when this finishes, do we get any refund? No. So I would actually have to manually select this, hit delete to refund this. Okay, so that's actually pretty useful. That's actually pretty useful. Okay, so the cost is associated with the plopping of the site. Let's see. Is there a way to just make it always show the... Is there a way to just make it always show the score? It's starting to annoy me. Let me actually be very specific with what my issue was. Let me restart this. Confirm. So here's my statement. When I was first learning, I wanted the score off at all points in time. I didn't want it on. And regardless of the reasoning that you might find valuable for a score, I didn't want it on. Again, we can only handle so much information at once. So what I've started to do is I've started to leave the score on. But what I've been finding is that I turn it on, and then it keeps turning itself off even though I'm not touching it. So often what happens when you're a broadcaster is that when someone first tunes in, they evaluate this as a fresh stream, and they will ask a question that's been asked 500 times before. Which is fine. I want to stress. It is impossible for someone to join and, like, figure it out on their own, like... I don't know, that seems like a little bit too much burden on you to be like, dude, you need to just try to estimate the likelihood that your question's been asked before and then ask chat first or one of those things. Or rewind and like not. Don't watch the stream. Alright, we're reopening Age of Empires. Or at least we're trying to. I think it's updated on Steam. There we go. So I'm getting a little annoyed because I've turned on the score like 50 times. And it keeps closing. And people are coming in going, hey, Day 9, just a quick tip, you can update your score. And part of me is like, dude, not only do I fucking know, I fucking have been turning it on, it keeps turning itself off! I don't understand why. And again, it's a completely innocent statement. Like, hey, I want to learn a little bit about why you don't have the score. I have some information about what might help you. Franks. Frank says, earlier you were talking about those days where you're just off your usual high level. You should put those days behind you. Do you have tips if these days are happening more often than not? Like I've been playing more SC2 again for the last couple of months, but like 70% of my days feel very off to the skill level I feel I should have. I'm doing dumb mistakes and seem not to be able to concentrate on the really basic things. This really annoys me. I took a week off as well, which didn't really help. Yeah, sure. Raven says, have mercy, the game's 21 years old, they didn't have time to optimize. No, I'm a consumer, Raven. How dare you suggest I be a reasonable human being? I'm pissed. This score, I keep opening it, it keeps closing, which means the developers don't care. They didn't activate an automatic score because it's just a cash grab. But anyways, coming back to Fenric's statement about when you're having off days. This is something that I actually learned more so from streaming, less so from my competitive StarCraft days. With streaming, like for instance, right now we're having an extraordinarily high viewer count. We have 5,200 people, which is quite a lot for us. Normally, we're pleased if we get anything above 2,000. Because, you know, with Magic the Gathering, it tends, because like right now in Magic the Gathering, we're right about to release a new set, so right before a new set comes out, the viewership is always at its lowest, as expected. So when that typically happens, what I wind up doing is expecting something like 2,200, then when a new set comes out, I expect closer to 3,000. A mistake I've seen a lot of people make is, like, for instance, today I have 5,200 viewers. Why? Well, because a lot of people are interested in my first forays into Age of Empires. It's false, though, that people will stay this engaged with my Age of Empires 2 content. Maybe after a while, people will go, all this asshole does is build knights and play Franks. And the viewership will go back down again. So for me, I say mentally, 2,200 viewers is good. And 80% of the time, we're above that. Probably even 90-95% of the time, we're above that. Is your display stats hockey? That could be a thought. And so I think that something that happens, for instance, with a lot of people is they try to set an aspirational high bar instead of a reasonable, well below average low bar. So for instance, if you're a StarCraft 2 player, you're trying to take it really seriously, let's say that you are trying to broach the 6K MMR bracket. So you consider yourself a 5,800 player. Don't consider yourself a 5,200 player. Look at your score and try to identify. Ah, get over here. Identify yourself as a 5,200 player. When you're analyzing, in retrospect, where your skill is sort of bottoming out at, look at what an actual lower average is. And this is a super common mistake that a lot of new streamers make, is they'll be like, oh my god, this is amazing, I finally have, like, I'm finally getting over 1,000 viewers, or maybe 500 subs. This is, oh, we're doing it. We're gonna go full time because I can hold over 500 subs. And it's an erroneous evaluation because they hit over 500 subs on that day. And they need to be looking more towards the... They need to be looking a little bit more towards the... where they're bottoming out, not where they're peaking. And this is something that helps me get frustrated a lot. So for instance, in that game, it's been ingrained enough in me... Oops. It's been ingrained enough in me over the years from streaming that it's sort of second nature to be like, okay, you know what? We're fucking it. We fucked up in the early game, I think 3 or 4 games in a row. So I'm now not someone who's playing below his normal skill level. I'm someone who typically fucks up the Dark Age. And so suddenly now, if I'm actually doing better than that, I'm a happy camper. Alright, I'm gonna return back to focusing, because this is hard for me. You go here. So this thing shoots. Oh, okay. Remember how I said that this was hard for me? It's gonna turn out okay in the end anyways. Shoot the fucking... Oh! Shoot him! What the fuck is happening? I have no idea what happened. Oh! What? Ah! This fucking game is gonna kill me one day. You know that? Something is going so horridly wrong right now. Everything's going terribly. This is actually a very valuable example of what I was talking about, which is, again, if I was entering into this game with the mindset of... we have 3 here. Hold on, let me just think for a moment. No, we need to rally this. By the way, I'm not going to be reading chat anymore. Because I'm in a game and I see a lot of Fs because I can see the white flicker on this monitor, but I can't pay attention to that and be expected to play this godforsaken game at the same time. If I, for instance, went into this game thinking to myself, I am someone that nails the Dark Age, I got it. I am now a Gosu Dark Age player. What I would do is I would basically be getting mad all the time now. But because I sort of shifted that expectation in my head, I just mentally am having a much easier time. Oh shit. Ah! Get the fuck out of here, man. Oh, dude, I'm so scared. Pulling all the way back. So this is 21, this is 22. Would you please, please, for the love of God, kill a fucking thing? You know what? Chop. We're gonna have 5 on there. The fuck is this sheep? Yeah, I'm just making a lot of small errors. Oh shit. Give me my sheep back, you bastard. Alright, so I probably should have been more wise and not... Oh, Jesus. I probably should have been a little bit more reasonable. Oh, this game is just infuriating, man. So hard to do like anything. Quickly! Kill the damn sheep! Z! And there's a fucking idling asshole here. The game is cursed. It's okay. Oh, fuck. The game is cursed. Alright, it's fine. I'm still happy enough. But, like, now that I have a little bit of free mental space, I would say that because I... Oh, nice, I can return to this. I'm a fucking gamer. So we actually want to QR this, and then I want to take U3 and QE this. Maybe 2's actually secretly fine here. I'm going to hit F on U because for some reason I can feel my build order leaking out of my brain. Okay, and that's good. So we're gonna have you rally here. So we're gonna WW. I didn't time that correctly. I missed out on the discount. WW. Get this upgrade. QS, and then 2 scouts. What a fuck. Okay, so I didn't wall this off quickly enough then. That I think is a lesson to learn here. Do these deal more damage in this age? Okay, so we were late to Feudal, which meant that we were late with our stuff.
Bûcheron. Pastisseur.
What is with these Swiss cheese ass walls here, man?
Barracks. 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 Pastisseur. Bûcheron. Pastisseur. Barracks. Pastisseur.
Yeah, I just am not quite capable of multitasking that well. So my opponent is going to own me, and because we were late on the other stuff, it's fine. So control 1, control 2. Okay. Okay. So now we have a shitload of wood, which we now want to spend on farms. So you're control 2, you're control 1. Why is everyone shift 1, 2, 3? Shift 1, 2. Now, there's something going wrong with this rally point. I keep getting these random nerds that just kind of like be out in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, now I need to have a third one up here. Yeah, my opponent's like really just completely owning me, but I'm still having enough struggles today with my Dark Age, just because I think I'm tired or something. That's all right. I'm gonna lose probably another one. You know what? Go farm. Okay. So we have a ton of wood, so let's return this, and then let's go QA shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why not? Seems good. I need to wall off this side. Yeah, I think that I need to be focusing on walling a little sooner. But also our Feudal Age was slower. There's a lumberjack somehow way the fuck over there. Where is shift, comma, is this? Oh, I didn't get a third one. Nice. So we want control 1 here, control 2 here, and then we're going to make a third one. What happened? How did this fall down? Why is it? Why? What happened to this wall segment? We're just playing very slow. We're slowing down. Okay, so this is this, and this, and this, and this. No, we're doing the old behavior again. You go here. Okay. It appears that I stopped producing it at some point. Okay. I'm still pretty pleased with how we defended this. I should probably be wanting to wall at some point, but I only have these slow pokes here. And I think that my mistake was not walling quickly enough in Feudal Age. That's okay. Hit the house. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Also, we've lost a substantial amount of worker nerds. Ah, that feels a lot better, this shift queuing. No, I'm gonna rally down here. I'm the best player in the universe, #1. Indisputed. Haha! Glorious victory. I don't know, food. Oh, it's cute. It's cute. It's cute! I've done it, I've queued it. Bûcheron. You know what, guy? You know what? Just keep chopping, buddy. Alright, so villains got Castle Age going. Yeah, there's something where when I'm doing this, I need to hit S and then shift WS and move out because units are getting extra Qs in here. And that's bad. So right now I actually have enough
Okay.
wood choppers to... Wow, we are kind of fuckaroni. I think I can only afford one town center. Oh yeah. Because it's going to be 550. So let's go QQ. I'm not going to get a stable. I'm going to delay the stable in favor of getting additional town centers. One over here or some shit. This is a very relaxing phase for me. I lost so many to the rush, but again, I'm doing some slow walling because I'm just getting... I'm really struggling with the... Oh, nice. It does wall. Well, there's things that are nice, and there's things that are not so nice. Oh my god, there's just fucking lines. There's always lines. I've never played a game where there's so many fucking lines. Fuck. Place that incorrectly. That is okay, though. Place it right next to trees. Everyone, kill the lion. That's right, don't mess with me. I'm fucking lion slaying day 9. Classic shift period. Oh yeah. So WE, this, and then I do this, and then where's my... Aha, it's here, so I'm gonna go doink doink. These are all really late. We're just checking the extremities of villain. These are knights, halberdiers, skirmishers. You know what? Guard this, friend. Great, and that rallying thing works. How do I... Is this just hard to repair? Siege workshop, huh? Okay, E. And there was another gold here. Oh shit. I don't have safe gold. Alright. Oh, fuck. And I need to probably build another stable QE. No, W. No, shit. So we're just buying time right now. Oops, I thought I had all these fuckers queued up. Oof, houses. Alright, so I'm getting wood choked again. I mean, this is a little bit of a consequence of... You know what, let's rally all these here. I'm probably literally about to die. And that's okay. I also have no idea what happens when you... Okay, you guys go chop. QQQ. Oopsie daisies. Alright, so... That's many mistakes. I feel near certain that we're on the verge of death, but that's okay. Oh, there's that rally bug again. WQ. Yeah, I'm low on wood. Which, by golly, you wouldn't have thought would happen. So, I feel a little bit like I just got a lot of my stuff late. Oh, yeah, I just lost all my houses. So, S, click, click, shift, shift. QW, something like this. So, I sort of trust in my general crisis management skills. Pretty comfortable in spots like these. We're losing a lot of our buildings, but let's see if we can get small, weak pickoffs. Actually, there's no reason why I don't have these guys. Just go over here. You know, let's rally right here. And now that we're actually getting some income, let's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I click like this, actually this will do it. So maybe I need to be getting a castle here. Let me just see if I can get these little bad guys out of here. Huh. I'm getting supply blocked a lot, but we're doing okay. Construct more Vespine houses. Okay, okay. Do this. This is probably suicidal, but I'm gonna kill this shit. Oh man, it's so hard to see. I feel like I need to zoom. Ah! I didn't even kill these things. So, I mean, I'm dead. Alright, I just lost all my shit. Yeah, I find it really challenging to turn this here. It looks like we're dead. So, I don't really feel that weird about this game. Because, I mean, like, I super fucked up my Dark Age. Like, super duper badly fucked it up. I think my opponent, yeah, didn't actually have that much economy. More than I would have expected. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I didn't wall this in time. I lost a ton of stuff. Yeah, I just want to come back here to make sure, like, okay, so what was the problem? I'm just a little tired. I'm a little tired, our brain is... I'm sort of in one of those situations where it's like, I feel like I'm relearning things that I should know already, but it's like, it's just, a lot of stuff's leaking out of the brain. We had a bunch of early slip-ups, then scouts came in, and I think we lost like 8 workers, some huge amount. And so, let's see here. Audio, turn off the sound, confirm. Turn this off. Yeah. Or the things that went wrong this early game.
Quem é? Que fez?
Alright, let us see here. Hey, Fenrak, thanks for the 5 giftos. So this is fine. Okay. This is a little sloppy on my part, but I need to be a little bit more cautious of when I scout. Yeah, no, it was like right here. I messed this up. I had idle a couple times. And then, like, this whole business with the sheep really... just, it almost, like, confused the hell out of me. And also, I think that I just need to be building these walls just earlier. Because I got harassed by scouts before, and it felt fine. I was, like, super able to handle it. Let's see here. What's the thing? Yeah, dude, oh my god, I'm already behind by 5 villagers, like, super early. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so let me actually just state very plainly what the problem is. The problem is our brain is just a little bit... it's a little slower today. And so, we're just making mistakes in early game. We're building this late. We're building this later than we have in our other games. Because learning a new game's hard. It's actually kind of funny. The things that are automatic, like, ooh, I really need to get these walls up really, really quickly. That's automatic when you've played, like, probably 200 games or something, probably 100 games. But for me, just trying to remember to build walls, period, it's really challenging. See, Neltarian says a good alternative to early mass walls is to, and then state some more stuff. Yeah, again, here's what I want to just assert really plainly. When there's a shitload of problems with the dead basics, this town center that I've had selected a good amount has been idle several times. That's what I want to focus on. You know what I mean? We can maybe do some planning about walling stuff in here and here. Yeah, just like weak rallies, and let's see here. I'm almost behind 10 workers. Super early. This was okay. I can't tell any of these buildings apart. What is here? This is a barracks. This is a house. This is a stable. This is a house. This is a house. This is a market. Are these houses? Oh, these are 2 houses. Okay. Blacksmith. Stable. So this is 2 stables. Okay. Okay. Let us see here. We are... yeah, I just don't need to be behind 10 workers this early. There's also another thing that, again, is part of the, like, brain being a little slow thing. I forgot to build spearmen. Well, yeah, I could have seen this one. I just forgot to build them for a little moment. Okay, so let's see here. Is this all scout cavalry? Dude, I don't know why game pause is right in the middle of the screen. This should be like here. Or actually, this should be maybe down here with the rest of these controls. Or maybe when you pause, this changes color or something like this. Because a lot of times I'll pause because I want to look at something, so I have to like get the screen out of the way now. So, is this all night stuff? So... so, wow. Villain did get a second TC, but Villain has... Villain just has so much more stuff. Okay. Small Trees mod is turned off. Wait, what? Wait, I thought I installed that mod. What the hell? Because that, I did find this very disruptive. Quick current game. Actually, let me Let me return to here and keep playing. Patch turned it off? Oh, okay.
Hey.
Why did it break? Huh. Alright. Let's return to... Wait, no. We quit current game. Mods. Do I do this? Oh god, how do we do this? Ah! Alright, my game froze. Alright, updates turned them off. Alright, the game totally locked, so I'm just closing it and reopening it. Oh, we're gonna take like 4 or 5 minute break. Error occurred while opening the game. Come on. Come on, Steam. Open, open, open. Open, 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 open. Alright, hanging out. Let's do this. Options. Let's do this. Let's do mods. Let's do... Are they on now? Did I do it? Have I done it? So let's see. It's possible we've done it. Let's load this most recent one. Oh, these are much easier to see around. Oh, no wonder people have small trees on. I just turned on small trees when I first installed the game, because someone's like, you might enjoy this small trees mod. I didn't realize how just, like, obtrusive they were, man. Alright, let's turn this off and get back to where we were in this game. Yeah, man, big trees, terrible for the game. Worst decision they ever made. Yeah, no, I was playing these games and I was like, fuck, man, there's some really large tree variants. Yeah, I need to walk around. I think the heat on in the house might be on. Because I live in Los Angeles, it gets like really cold at night and then heats up like really hot, so... Feudal Age was like so fucking crazy far behind my opponents. Jesus! And I think I need to be looking for the scout timing. You know, yeah, so this archery range would have been done. Lose more choices. The wood chopping is so satisfying. It drives me insane. Insane. Neltarion, if I can just request, you've been backseating quite a bit. I'm going to be making comments about where I'm thinking and where my head's at. If you can just really back off on the backseating, I'd really appreciate that. This is the second time now we've brought this up. Because again, you're saying the scout timing is 2021. That's the timing if you're a good player looking for specific things at specific times. I'm not that player. 2021, I need to be spending all my attention here. So again, please. Runner Rain says backseat gaming is part of AoE culture. It's backseating is what a lot of people try to do when they watch streams. Because there's part of some people where they watch someone struggling. They watch someone struggling, and then instead of being able to just watch them struggle, they want to step in and, like, control the other person. Because the way I would describe it is that the process of struggling, coming up with ideas, figuring things out, and getting better, that's fun. And what you're trying to do is take my fun away. You know what I mean? See, Willen says, we just want to help you with knowledge we already learned. Whatever your intention is, the way it is experienced for me is that you are saying, stop learning, stop enjoying your experience of what you're doing, and do what I say. That's what it feels like. You know what I mean? Because again, I'm a little tired, I'm a little foggy-headed, so we're making errors. And that's okay. It's literally okay for me to do poorly. That's a totally fine thing for me to do. And if I'm asking for some questions, or if I'm asking for questions, I'm asking for some specific ideas, that's great. I would love to have that. But if I'm just doing my own thing, and I'm getting repeated at Sean do this, 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 particularly from the same person again and again and again. It's the opposite of helpful. What it is it feels like someone's trying to be controlling. And I think that it's a common thing that happens in... It's actually, this is a common thing that happens in Twitch, but just with people in general. I think a lot of people perceive that what they're doing is helping, and perceive that what they're doing is a strictly positive thing, when what actually is happening is a response to a feeling of lack of control and frustration that they're feeling internally. Some people will watch someone struggle, and they just cannot handle seeing someone make the mistake. I know the answer. I know the solution. Why can't they just do it? Why not? And the comparison that I make is, imagine if I'm working on a crossword puzzle, and you pull it out of my hand, fill in all the words, and then hand it back to me and say, "Great, took care of it for you. I'm helping." And I actually think that it's something that's really important to think about in life. Like, not just as a streamer watching, and it's not just, because Sean has many thousands of people tuned in. If you're just by yourself and you're sitting next to your friend who's struggling in a game, first and foremost, you need to figure out how to be completely comfortable just letting them struggle and fail. And if you feel completely comfortable with that, if you say, "Hey, can I give you some advice?" And they go, "Yeah, sure. Great, help them out." But if they're like, "No, I'm good," then no problem, because you've already figured out how to just take care of yourself and feel fine. Oh yeah, this was also something that, again, my shift queuing failed here. This was open at a time when I thought that it wasn't open. Are knights, by the way, are these +2 attack, +1 armor knights? It's hard for me to tell what the upgrades are. Because I feel like you have to know. So, yeah, because like in StarCraft, it'll literally say they have 1 attack upgrade, they have 2 attack upgrades. But for me, when I click on this, I'm like, huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's tough. This seems like a UI opportunity where the developers can add in what upgrades they actually have done. QFWF says, so the +X is the amount of upgrades. Oh, you never get more than +1 armor, ever? And you never get more than +1 attack, ever? is that I thought that there were upgrades that gave more than +1. I thought there was like a +1, +2 kind of thing. Is that accurate? Last upgrade is +2 for attack and +1, +2 for armor. Okay, so it's not actually the exact number. It's a good heuristic. So generally, +n means that they have n upgrades, or maybe n-1 upgrades. Okay. Yeah, so if they have +n, it means they've gotten n upgrades. Raven says, look at the tech tree, it tells you the values. Yeah, my question is not how do I figure out what any upgrade does. My question is, when I have selected a unit, how do I tell what the upgrades are? And it has a cumulative number, but in many other games when you get an upgrade, for instance, like a Goliath gets +4 damage per individual attack upgrade. So it would say +4, +8, +12. But then it also tells you what the level of the upgrade is. So +2... So there is no single upgrade that gives +2, period. Or I guess it's +1, +2, +4, or something like this. Well, I guess that's also not. Erdedi says, is there a reason you want to know the exact upgrades rather than the cumulative effect? I think that maybe there's some misunderstanding of what I mean, so let's go ahead and open up MS Paint, which is my tool for communicating all things. So, suppose, for instance, here is the base value. The base value, whether it's attack or something like this. So here's the base value. And this is what it's displaying, is the base plus the total amount of upgrades. But what it doesn't say is the number of upgrades completed, which StarCraft does. So StarCraft looks a little bit like this, where you'll have an icon that will either say level 0, level 1, level 2, or level 3 of the upgrades. And then it still has 20 plus 8, which means they have 2 out of the 3 upgrades. So my question is there a way to figure out how many upgrades have been done? I recognize that the cumulative effect is what I care about, but again, I also want to know, man, is that +1? Is that +2? Now, why would I want to know that? Well, in this game, I want to know this because I was building knights, and I had no idea if I was ahead or behind in upgrades. Because if this works like StarCraft, maybe I get a single attack upgrade, and then it will say +2. So again, I don't know if +2 means a single upgrade or +2 means a pair of upgrades. As it turns out, the answer is you just have to learn that +2 means that there are 2 upgrades because you've memorized what the effective things are. And if you see +4, you know that it's these 3 upgrades that have been done. Noodle Conflux says, but only the values matter. Again, we just gave an example of how only the values don't matter. Or I should say we want to know more than just the values. And the statement was, I don't have any attack upgrade. If I upgrade once, does that mean I have matched my opponent? Or does that mean that I will only get +1? Because again, only the total is not the problem. The problem is that my things say this when they have no upgrades. If I get 1 upgrade, does this happen? Or if I get 1 upgrade, does this happen? If the UI for the opponents looked like this, and this number in red was always the number of upgrades that had been received, and this was the total, then I would know that if I get 1 attack upgrade, I am behind still with my opponent. So what I'm learning is that you just, in Age of Empires, you'll never have a sense for whether you're ahead or behind in upgrades unless you just literally memorize this. I think you just have to learn it. I think for all the patterns that people are sharing, you just have to learn it. Okay. So, what am I looking to do? Again, what we're not looking for in this game, we're not looking for is, gee, how do we win? Gee, how do we win? What we're looking at right now is, was our sense of what was happening in the game accurate? We had a ton of struggle with not having enough resources. And I think that what I would remind myself to do the next time is if I lost a lot of workers, I need to be very wary about building too many farms, because I was completely screwed on wood for a pretty substantial portion of time. I need to be real careful on that. I think that maybe if I get to the Castle Age, maybe just making a single town center. My opponent had more villagers than I thought that game. Alright. We're going to take ourselves a little miniature break. Oh, Conundrum says when you repair the archery range, that ate up a bunch of your wood. Repairing requires a resource. Alright. Time to learn a lot. Is there a way to damage my own structures here? Is there a way to do that? Is there any friendly fire that exists in the games? Mangonel, great. Fuck do you do this? Oh shit, my game's frozen. Okay. Min says, I forgot that repairs are free in SC. They're not free. They actually cost a little bit of money. Alright. I think the new patch may have caused some instability. It's crashed twice since the update. So what we're going to do now is we're going to determine how the repair cost is actually calculated. Alright, let's hop into this. What's going on here? What the fuck is going on? Why can't I fucking build this thing? Mangonels. It requires a blacksmith. This is labeled nowhere. By the way, here's the thing that was really confusing the shit out of me. Is that, by the way, this... I'm just going to state that this is a terrible decision and should be removed from the game. If you hit R to build this workshop, what it produces for you, for whatever reason, is a completely different building. I mean, I understand. Listen, I play Brood War. Brood War is a whole bunch of really random, weird mechanics. And if you said, Sean, I want to change some of these, I'd be like, no, that'll ruin the gameplay. This will not ruin the gameplay. This is the dumbest fucking thing that has ever been implemented in any RTS ever. Where, oh, you hit this, and look, I'm even going to click on it. Does it do something? No, but if I click the hotkey for it... Woo! Let's make a building not just that isn't the building I made. Let's make a non-military building. Let's make this thing. It's actually... Is it a lumber camp that's being made? Yeah, WR? Yeah, it's a lumber camp. What a bizarre thing. You know, just say you have not enough minerals. Just say that. Right? Like when you don't have enough houses, you try to build it, it goes like... It actually like has an error. By the way, this is why during a number of games that we've been playing, we keep being short a few resources here and there because, like, I, for instance, will hit QZ to make a town center, and it will, for whatever reason, have this gate that gets produced. But I mean, look right now at this. Not enough stone. So, in some cases, it does this. In other cases, it literally just builds another building. Alright, so let's... Oops, what is this? Blacksmith. Good. Yeah, if I'm before the Castle Age and I try to build a town center, it'll make a gate. Lo and behold, I can build this. What the fuck was going on here? Like wooden star building. Okay. Mangonel. The weird fallback triggers when there's a building in the same place in the other menu. So in other words, this, if I don't have a town center, it will build me a stone gate. Oh yeah, what the fuck is going on here? I click this. This game seems quite random. Could have built this farther away, huh? Chop wood, you fucks. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start damaging this thing. Alright, we got a pile of wood here. Nice, we're hurting our thing. Alright, so... Alright, come on, asshole. Nice. What's the minimum range on these guys? So I think I have to go back to the Siege Workshop and hover over this unit to see what its minimum range is. 3. Okay. So let's look at the cost of a barracks is 175, which is quite a lot, right? So if I start repairing this, we were at 795. So let's see, we went from 795 to 765-ish, so that's 30. And we had about a third damage, so it looks like it's about half. Let's find out. So we're going to stop at 900-ish. So we have about 900. So what we would expect it would take... So we're a little under... Let me actually just shoot this one more time. So we are at about half health. So we would expect that instead of costing 175, it costs whatever half of that number is. So it's 180.90, so it should cost 87.5, right? So we should be, when this is fully repaired, with multiple nerds repairing, we're about 87 off from this, so it should be 680 is what our remaining money should be. Okay. Alright, here we go. No. Cost us 40 to repair half of it. Oh, Salary said half of half price since you're starting to repair 50. Thank you, thank you. So it was a quarter. Yeah, so it should have been about... Yeah, that's right. So this actually took 43, and we expected it to take about 87, so that's correct. So it's a quarter. Okay, so it's about half price. Now, town centers, how much do these things cost? 275, 100. Okay, let's start. Let's go to Payne Central. Yeah, let's get this fucker down to half health. I wonder what this requires. So, I don't have any stone. Whoops. Too low.
سلام آری آماده تعمیر
Can I repair this?
آماده تعمیرکار آری
Okay.
صحیح تعمیرکار
So we don't have any stone, so it does require the same as its cost.
معدنچی معمار آری معمار معدنچی
Alright, let's see here.
آری
Okay.
آری آماده معدنچی
So let's get some stone going. Wait a minute, I'm reading what you're writing in chat. You don't need any stone, you just need this number to not be 0.
آری تعمیر آماده تعمیر کار میکنم
Okay, so I want to stress something. You know how we just did a whole bunch of conversation about backseating and the reason that we want to de-emphasize backseating and stuff like this because I'm trying to learn a lot of the basics. This is what I mean by the basics. Like, I learned that repair costs money. Had no idea. I also learned that there's weird behavior. We've also learned a lot about shift queuing and a lot of these things. Corpses subscribe and say how silly that is. Yes, my confusion is profitable. Okay, so let's see here. So this town center is at approximately half health. So how much then would we expect it to be repaired for? Well, if the entire gold, or if the entire wood cost is 275, we would expect half of 275. We wouldn't expect half of 275 is what? This is 125 plus 12.5, so this is like about like, well, I'm just going to say 140, it doesn't matter. So it should be 140 is half the wood cost. 140 is half the wood cost. So if we're repairing half of this, 70 is the number that we would expect. So let's see what happens.
آری تعمیر کار
So we would expect that it would take and it's taken way the fuck more. Holy shit, this takes so much stuff. What? So that took about 275 wood. No, it didn't. It took 300 would have been 250. Yeah, no, so 275-ish. So it costs double? Okay.
سلام آری صحیح کنم
Okay, so how much is a house again? House is no.
آماده
So house is 25. Holy shit, I thought houses were 50. I'm dumb. Why is my mouse no longer locking on the screen? There we go. Alright, now all of a sudden I'm questioning all sorts of assumptions. 160. 160 to 90, 160 to 90 to 70, so it should bring us down to 20. Okay, it brings us down to 2, even better. So I'm gonna beat the shit out of this thing, and I'm gonna try to start repairing it. So it should repair.
سلام
So this is like half-ish health, so this should just take like 12. Looks pretty accurate to me. Okay, so I think that it's half the cost for buildings. Then it looks like town centers are some sort of bizarro structure. We need to mine more wood just to be able to repair this idiot.
آری
Yeah. Alright, so that's good.
آری چوببر
Alright, guys. Let's start chopping. Okay. Purifies has lots of weird rules around everything. Yeah. So we expect that this will actually take around 550 to repair to full. So we would expect, because it appears to be about double. Stop you jerks. You know, let's record. Let's get all this. You know what? I'm gonna get this to a nice round. Okay. So we have return your stuff. There it is, 700. Boom. Okay, so 700. So this should take 550 to repair. Whoa. Okay. Okay. I now understand what was happening in that game. What happened was I repaired this structure and I just lost a really large amount of wood doing that. And then when my town center started getting messed with, I had such little wood, I thought that I'd actually had no nerds mining wood. And now I realize that, like, repairing a town center is... I mean, that's a worse investment than Bitcoin. Alright. Well, okay. So like, I am really interested in obsessing about... I just want to understand what's happening, more so than I want to hit the buttons that let me win or build the things that win every single time. And whenever my intuition on the feel of something is off, I want to look and just make sure that my feeling of what is happening lines up with the reality of what's happening. And so, now that I understand what's happening, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to wander around. Look at my little muffler. This is my pop filter, Despy. Hi, sweetie pie. Okay, don't chew on that. Okay, there you go. Mossy says, I'm getting flashback to the time T90 told Low EL Legend to repair his burning houses so they wouldn't burn down. They burn down? This is my content creator, Desperado. Hi. Yes. Oh, yes. They don't? Oh, thank God. He was trolling? Okay, Jesus. See, again, that's another one of those reasons why I ask, like, real specific questions, because if you get the joke, it's funny. If you don't get the joke because you haven't played the game, you think that someone is explaining a critical piece of the game to you. All right, we're gonna take a little